Yo, what's up? How's it going? I thought I'd do a quick one of these. Just sort of, well, I mean, the main reason is because I want to test out the new intro that I put together. So I guess I'll play like here. And yeah, that's basically it. That's what I wanted to make this video. But I thought, why not turn it into a little bit of an update as well? Just sort of catch up. Because why not? I've been uploading a lot more on this channel, and I really like it. I'm really happy about it. I'm just going to sign into it now, just so I can check the stats, so I can kind of go over that a little bit. My hair's super long. Probably going to get that cut tomorrow, actually. Would be good. It's long overdue, I think, but I've been busy with this fucking crew video. It's been destroying my life. Okay, well, it hasn't, has it? That's a lie. I'm doing super well in terms of views on the old second channel, so let me show you something. Hang on. Let me get it up. Okay, so in terms of monetization, what I'll do is I'll whack it up here on next to me. So it's, why do I look so weird, man? I'm sorry, my hair's such a mess. Right, I'm gonna whack it up over here. So basically, to get monetization on a YouTube channel, you have to have hit certain criteria. One of them is 1,000 subscribers, which is already hit on this channel. The other one is 4,000 hours watched in the past 12 months. And obviously, I don't keep up with uploading on this channel. So I think when I started properly uploading, I think I had about maybe like 700 hours watched. We've currently just passed 1,000, which is great, because it didn't take long to get there. All we got to do is go another 3,000, we'll be able to monetize this channel, and, you know, that'll be great, just, you know, for the future of the channel and stuff like that. That's just sort of personal goal for me, like I've said before, which is great. So more live streams, more videos and stuff, and we'll be there in no time, so that'll be awesome, which is great, so I'm happy about that. Which will be good. I think we're going to do something Lego related soon, because that was what won the poll, but I didn't have any Lego, so I need to get some, and then do that. Maybe I'll do an Elvis over, because you're coming over for my birthday this week, so maybe we'll do it then sometime, or if not, I don't know. Obviously I've got a shit ton more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like down here, down there in that corner, to sort of go through and, you know, sort out, so you know, that'll be a thing that we need to do, and stuff like that, but that's, you know, we can get on that with whenever, and that'll be great. Obviously I've got some stuff on the main channel, like Spider-Man 3, and I want to start The Sims soon as well, and hope that'll be a good time. But other than that, I mean, we're all good. I've got this crew video coming out, okay, let me tell you a story. So, to record consoles, I use an Elgato, right? I've been using the Elgato, I mean, first up I used the Elgato HD capture device, whatever, and then I traded it out, got a HD60 Pro probably like 2 years ago now. It stopped working just before the 24-hour stream. It must have been like end of 2016, and so that was doing great, still is doing great, like it's fine, it works fine, but what I needed was the ability to capture in 4K, and the main reason is not because I want to upload in 4K, which I mean I can do now, so that's fine. The main reason was I want to be able to play my games in 4K while capturing it as well, which I couldn't do before, because if it's going through, so like to set it up, it goes HDMI from the Xbox to the Elgato, which is plugged into my computer, and then you get another HDMI coming out of the Elgato into the TV, and then that's how it goes through. But the Elgato only supported up to 1080p. And so it automatically lowers your Xbox's output settings to match that of the Elgato. So it has to lower it to 1080p, even if your TV and console are both capable of 4K. So that means if I was capturing footage, I had to play it in 1080p. And I just felt I wasn't getting the full sort of, you know, potential of these. One, the games that run at that resolution. Two, my console. And three, my TV. So I'm not getting the representation. So I was like, it's kind of a no-brainer that I need to get a capture card that can capture that, which makes sense. I'll probably still upload in 1440p, but you'll be able to see the difference, because the game will be in 4K. It'll be rendering in those 4K textures, having the, you know, 4K effects that will be in the game. So even if you're watching it in 1080p, 1440p, whatever, you'll still be able to see the game because it'll have those 4K textures. They're just rendered out in video format in a lower resolution. So it'll only be the resolution that's lower, whereas I'll be able to play the game in 4K. I'll be able to put out high quality videos that look the best they possibly can. I just think it's a win-win. But I had this issue where I could not figure out, right, how it worked. So, I have these two cables. Okay? I had... Okay. So, with the Elgato comes a HDMI cable, which you would expect is a 4K supported cable, because obviously it's a 4K device. Okay, so I plugged that cable from my Xbox to the Elgato, and then I plugged the Xbox One X cable, which obviously is 4K enhanced, been using it for months, to just go straight from Xbox to TV, 4K works fine. And I used that one to go from the Elgato then to the TV, but it was saying 4K not enabled, so I was like, okay, what's going on? And I knew that cable that I used from my Xbox was 4K enabled, so what I did was, I took the Elgato HDMI, I used just that to go directly from the Xbox One to the TV, 4K was still not enabled. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? So what I tried was, I was like, that must be what it was, I can't use that cable. And I knew the Xbox One X cable worked in 4K. I took the PlayStation 4 Pro cable, which should work in 4K. It does. Plugged it in, it enabled 4K. So I was like, okay, so I'll use this cable and the Xbox One cable. They both support 4K. Elgato supports 4K. TV supports 4K. Xbox supports 4K. It's all 4K. Let's do it. Didn't work for some fucking reason. Only supported 1440p. So I was like, okay, what is going on? I had the Xbox One cable going from the Xbox to the Elgato, which we already know supported 4K, and then the PS4 Pro going from the Elgato to the TV, which you already know supported 4K. And it did not work, and it was saying, you can't use 4K. So, just out of, complete curiosity, what I did was I had the Xbox One X cable go from the Xbox to the Elgato, and then the Elgato HDMI cable, which previously doesn't work to do like 4K as a direct connection. Like if you plug it into the Xbox straight to the TV, that cable doesn't allow you to do 4K. But when I used it to connect the Elgato to the TV, it did. I don't know. I do not know why. It doesn't make sense. So it's a cable that... with the Elgato, like if you're using a cable that normally supports 4K, it doesn't output in 4K. But if you use the Elgato cable, it will, but it won't work in 4K unless you're running it through an Elgato. I don't know why. It's so dumb, and it doesn't ever tell you that. I think I've just had an issue, and I probably could have fixed it in a different way, but I figured it out, and now it works. So, I mean, we're good. I can capture in 4K, so it's fine. I just thought I'd explain that story. Bothered me. I tried to get help from the Elgato team. They didn't respond until today, and I was like, well, I'll fucking fix it now, guys, so it's fine. It's alright. But there's that. I'm gonna, we'll have to figure that out, and I'm gonna bloody, try and get these views up on this channel, keep things going and see exactly where we can take it, because I'm liking it. It's good. It's really great. And tomorrow on the main channel, I've got a video coming out where I discuss sort of Assassin's Creed and where we're at with it, and like the fact that I'm just done and that we're really moving on and just sort of, making content we want to make. If it includes Assassin's Creed, maybe it does. If not, then whatever. I mean, I'm still completely open to the community. I still, love the community. I appreciate everything that's come out of the community of Assassin's Creed. Even if, even if the 4 pillars, we've always said, the 4 pillars aren't necessarily the Assassin's Creed community, but I still love the Assassin's Creed community, the Assassin's Creed fans, I'm always, happy to join in on projects or, be a guest on podcasts, if I'm free. I'm always completely fine to do that with, Assassin's Creed projects, whether it be videos, podcasts, projects, whatever it be. If it's regarding Assassin's Creed, don't think I'm completely shut off to it now and I don't want anything to do with that. I still would love to. It's just content, talking about it, producing myself, that kind of content. I can't do it anymore. Just can't do it anymore. But I'm fine joining in, other people's projects because I still have things to say. Assassin's Creed was a huge part of my life for 10 years. And so, obviously, I can never just completely switch that off and, just completely forget it exists. You can't. You just, when it's a huge thing like that, you just can't. But in terms of content, I definitely can. But I'll always join in conversations if I have something to say, if I have, something to provide. I'm never going to get rid of all that information and lore that's stored in my head. It's never going to go anywhere. I'll be 80 years old, you know, if I live that long without getting a heart attack. And I'll just be like, you know, talking about the Assassin's Creed. I'm like, you know, I don't understand why in Assassin's Creed 87 they did this when that can't happen because of this. And it's like, I can't help it. It's all just stuck in my head now. Like things like Star Wars, like, you know, you can't get rid of that. The you know, the useless knowledge on, you know, lore for the franchises you like. But yeah, you know, that's just where we're at with that. I just can't be bothered to make content. I'll obviously always keep up with it. We'll talk about it a little bit on Kill Connor Club here and there. Things like that, but that's all coming in the video tomorrow, and that's basically just sort of distancing myself, stepping away from it. It's not all going to be the focus of the channel by any means. Got plenty of content to do. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, and that's basically it. The only thing really from Assassin's Creed that I'll keep is like What If, because I do really enjoy doing that. I really like the What If series, but maybe I'll expand it to other things, maybe. Who really knows? Anyway, that's it for this video. We'll have more coming up on the second channel soon. Thank you for all the support you've been giving this channel. It's really been doing well. I think it just goes to show that if you put out quality content, people will actually show up, actually watch it, and actually subscribe. So I really appreciate that, you know, because this channel really is just about, you know, I guess community and myself. So I appreciate that, you know, the channel's even growing, because that's great. That's really great. And hopefully it continues to grow, and we can, I don't know, I don't really have a subscriber goal for this year for this channel. I mean, it'd be great to hit something like 5,000, right? Maybe even, you know, push for like 10,000. Like, it's, you know, it depends where we take the channel, what we do with it and stuff. Promotion and, you know, the content that we put out and how well it does. But that's basically it. I don't want to run for too much longer. I've been going for a little bit of a while now. That's basically it. Alright, thanks very much for joining me. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.